Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am here to talk about and review Iron Fist. Yes, Iron Fist is a Netflix Marvel original series that some people have been anticipating, others not so much. I was on the not so much category where once it came, I was willing to watch it, I was willing to have fun with it, and then the reviews started to come in, and I'm sure people heard the reviews before they even started watching it on how bad the show was or how slow the show was, but I wanted to give it a chance. I wanted to judge it on its own merits. The plot is we meet Danny Rand, played by Finn Jones. He just shows up in New York at the Rand Enterprises, and he claims to be this Danny kid who supposedly died 15 years ago in a plane crash, him and his parents, but he's alive, and nobody believes him at first. He goes through all these hurdles to try to prove that he's indeed Danny Rand, and then once he proves his identity, he has to use what he's learned at these mountains by these Buddhists, and he uses that to go up against the Hand. And the Hand is a secret underground who we've already met from the past shows like Daredevil and whatnot. I gotta be honest, this show was just boring. Everything that you've heard from the reviews were true. It's one of those situations where I can't fault any of the writing. I can't sit there and say that the writing sucked or that things didn't make sense with the plot or that the characters were badly written or that character decisions didn't make any sense. No, that's not true. I felt like I was able to go along with everything with the writing and the dialogue and whatnot. And even the actors, I don't have a problem with any of the acting. It's just, it moved at too much of a slow pace for me, and it doesn't help that Iron Fist as a character is known for his martial arts. He's known for his badassery and just being able to kick ass. And the fact that we got so less action and fight scenes with this show, a show with a character based in martial arts and kung fu, and he barely ever fights, and when he does finally fight, it's usually against random security guards or henchmen, people who can't keep up that same martial arts with him, so he just easily takes them all out. There's nothing to the fights, really, not much to it. Sure, maybe you get some better fights in the last episode 10, 11, maybe, but by then, do you really care? Are you kind of sucked out by the long, drawn-out story? Finn Jones as Danny Rand is fine. I don't have a problem with him as an actor, but I also wasn't emotionally connected to him as a character. I know some people complain over the fact that they cast Finn Jones as this character. I know in the comics he's white, but some people thought he should have been an Asian character. I could go along with that, but you still have the issue of it being boring. And he talks about how he was stuck on these mountains and being trained and disciplined and all this, but we don't see any of it. We barely get flashes of what happened. Colleen Wing, though, this is my favorite character of the series. She was a character I gravitated towards, that I thought had a cool background in the way how they introduced her. Obviously, she's from the comic books, the Heroes for Hire. This actress who plays her, Jessica Henwick, I thought did a great job of just the cage fighting that she was doing. She had her own school of training people to do martial arts. I really liked her up until they made her a love interest for Danny Rand. And it just seemed cliche and typical to go in that direction. I thought she was a better character than that, and I didn't need to do that with her. Some of the surprise, almost cameos and character appearances. Carrie-Anne Moss comes back as Jerry Hogarth. Rosario Dawson, of course, is back as Claire Temple, and she's the bridge for all of these Netflix shows, and I did like her once again. And then Madame Gao, pretty much the main villain, representing the Hand. The Hand is something that I was fascinated with and interested with in season 2 of Daredevil, but I didn't feel that same scariness with them or that same dread with them. Overall, this series just dragged. I wanted it to be cooler. I wanted me to really fall in love with this Iron Fist character. But honestly, Danny Rand never truly became the Iron Fist. All of season 1, he never once puts the costume on. And I know people will say Daredevil season 1, he never puts the costume on until the very last episode. He has the black suit and mask. But that story was so good, the fighting was so good, the acting, the characters, all of that was enough for me to go along with it. This show, the fighting's not even there, the story isn't maybe the greatest, and he never ever puts a costume on. Never! Not even the last episode. Iron Fist, did I hate it? No. Is it the worst thing ever? No, but it's definitely Marvel's worst in the Netflix series. I was pretty disappointed with this show, unfortunately. I would even say to skip it. Don't even bother to watch this. It maybe should have been 8 episodes, didn't need to be 13. I don't know what you could have done to make this better. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too have seen Iron Fist. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you love it? Or do you agree with me that it was a little too boring? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!